Stop scrolling for a second. I want you to imagine something. You are standing in front of a fire. Not a small fire, but a massive, raging furnace. The heat is intense. You can feel it on your skin from a distance. Now imagine this. You're not there by accident. You are there because you refuse to bow, refuse to compromise, refuse to turn your back on God. And now, you have seconds left to live. So let me ask you, if it were you, would you still stand, or would you bow? In the land of Babylon, there was a king named Nebuchadnezzar. Powerful, feared, and respected, a king who wanted everyone to recognize his authority. So he built a massive golden statue, tall, shining, impossible to ignore. Then he made a law. When the music plays, everyone must bow down and worship the statue. No questions, no hesitation, just bow. And if you refuse, you will be thrown into a burning fiery furnace. Now imagine the pressure. Thousands of people watching each other. Nobody wants to be the one standing alone. The music begins, and one by one, everyone bows. Except 3 men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They stayed standing, not because they were strong, but because their faith was stronger than their fear. People noticed. Of course they did. Because when everyone bows, the one who stands out. They were reported to the king, and the king was furious. He called them in and gave them one last chance. Bow and live. Refuse and die. Simple, clear, final. And this is where everything changes. Instead of panicking, instead of begging, they spoke. Calm, confident, unshaken. Our God is able to deliver us, and He will deliver us. Then they said something most people don't have the courage to say. But even if He does not, we will not bow. Think about that for a moment. They didn't say, God will save us, so we're safe. They said, even if He doesn't, we still won't bow. That is a different level of faith. That is not conditional faith. That is not, I trust God only when things go my way. That is complete surrender. The king was filled with rage. He ordered the furnace to be heated 7 times hotter than usual. 7 times. This wasn't punishment anymore. This was destruction. The flames roared. The heat was unbearable. Even the soldiers, the strong men assigned to throw them in, could not survive it. They died just getting close. And then Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were thrown into the fire. Bound, surrounded, engulfed in flames. At that moment, everything should have been over. But then, something happened. The king looked into the furnace, and suddenly he stood up. Shocked, confused, disturbed. He said, "Didn't we throw 3 men into the fire?" They replied, "Yes, king." Then he said, "But I see 4 men, walking in the fire, unbound, unharmed, and the 4th looks like the Son of God." Let that sink in. They were not crying. They were not burning. They were walking inside the fire. Alive. Free. Now here is the part you need to understand. God did not stop the fire. He joined them in it. And sometimes, that is exactly how God works. He doesn't always remove the problem, but He makes sure you are not alone in it. And notice this. The fire didn't burn them. It burned the ropes that tied them. What was meant to destroy them actually set them free. So now I ask you again, what is your fire? What are you facing right now that is testing your faith? Because one day, you will have to choose to bow or to stand. And if this message spoke to you, don't keep it to yourself. Someone out there needs this reminder. Share this video with them. And comment below, what fire are you trusting God through right now? Let your faith speak, even in the fire.